Hello, my dear children. Myself Sujata. In today's session, we are going to learn a new poem titled The Ball Poem, written by John Berryman. In this poem, poet describes the grief of a boy. The boy loses a ball. He is very upset. A ball doesn't cost much, nor is it difficult to buy another ball. Why then is the boy so upset? Let us read and understand the poem to see what the poet thinks has been lost and what the boy has to learn from the experience of losing something. Before getting into the poem, let us know about the poet. John Berryman was an American poet and a scholar. He was a major figure in American poetry in the second half of the 20th century and is considered a key figure in the confessional school of poetry. His best known work is The Dream Songs. He has won Pulitzer Prize for it. He also won the National Book Award. The poem is set near the harbor. Both the poet and the boy are near the harbor. The poet can see the different emotions of the boy. Let us understand the central idea of the poem. The poet describes the grief of a boy over the loss of his ball. The first loss gives a deep shock, but by and by one comes to realize that gains and losses are part and parcel of human life and take loss as a common matter. Here, the lost ball stands for the lost childhood and the harbor stands for the vastness of life. Let us read and understand the first 4 lines of the poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go, merely bouncing down the street, and then merely over there it is in the water. In these lines, the poet asks his readers a question. He has seen a young boy's ball rolling away from him, bouncing happily on its way, and finally falling into the water. He asks his readers what the boy should do now that his ball is gone. Okay, where was the boy playing? The boy was playing with his ball by the side of a harbor. Then what happened? The boy loses his ball and watches it bouncing down the street into the water. He was helpless. The loss of the ball was a big shock to him. And the poet is asking his readers what the boy should do now that his ball is gone. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball is worthless. The poet wants to console the boy who has lost his ball by telling him that there will be other balls just like that one that he will come across sooner or later. The loss of the ball was a big shock to him. To us, the loss of a ball is of minor consequence. But to the little boy, it was a valued possession. He kept standing at the shore, rigid and trembling. All his mind was fixed at the place. He watches the ball go into the harbor and down in the water, and he feels that his childhood has also taken the same route away from him. At such a time, the poet feels that it would be wrong to go up to the boy and intrude on his solitude. Giving him a dime, that is money, to purchase another ball will not hold any value for him. Okay, we will move on to next few lines. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. The boy didn't offer him money to buy a new ball in place of the lost one. He very well knew that it will not hold any value for him. He understood that the boy was learning a very valuable lesson from this incident. He was learning his first lesson of how to put up with the material loss. Here the money is only something you can show off, but ultimately it cannot buy you inner peace. Here the ball is a symbol for all of one's possessions. And the poet is saying that we will certainly lose them one day and that they cannot be easily replaced. Okay, we'll move on to the last few lines. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes this epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. Here desperate means hopeless. Epistemology of loss means understanding the nature of loss, what it means to lose something. Epistemology is derived from a Greek word. Epistem means knowledge. Epistemology is a study of the nature of knowledge itself. So the poet suggests that from the loss of the ball, the boy is learning how to stand up in a world of possessions. The boy is learning what it means to lose something. The poet says that knowing that every man has to stand up after such losses, the boy too will learn how to stand up and leave the losses behind, as he would have understood the true meaning and nature of loss. Here the boy's ball personifies poet's young day and happy innocence. The ball is here symbolic of the sweet memories of his childhood. The boy is unhappy as the ball has been with him for a long time. When the ball bounces into the water, the poet's memories of the childhood days flashes in front of him. He realizes that just like the ball, those moments would not come back. Let us summarize once more. The poet is talking about a little boy who has lost his ball. He was playing with his ball. The ball skipped from his hand and went into the nearby water body. The poet says that the sight of the boy losing his favorite ball made him think about the boy and his reaction to the situation. He further says that the boy was helplessly looking into the water where his ball had gone. He was sad and was trembling with fear. He got so immersed in his sorrow that he kept standing near the harbor for a very long time and kept on looking for his ball. The poet says that he could console him that he may get new balls, or he could also give him some money to buy another ball. But he stops himself from doing so because he thinks that the money may bring a new ball but will not bring the memories and feelings attached to the lost ball. He further says that the time has come for the boy to learn his responsibilities. Here the poet wants to say that now the boy will learn the toughest lesson of life, the lesson of accepting the harsh realities of life, that one day we will lose our loved ones and our loved things. Hope you have understood the poem. Now read the poem thoroughly and try to answer the questions given at the end of the textbook. Meet you in the next session. Thank you.